Hello YouTube, how are we today? This could very well be my last review of 2017, but we'll have to see. GearBest have sent me this Ganzo survival knife along. What is it? There we are. Ganzo G803-DY. As you see, it comes in one of these modern non-flashy boxes. I suppose these are probably very much easier to recycle than a flashy polished box. Anyway, I think what we better try and do is get it out so we can actually see it and not the box. This might be easier said than done. There it comes. It's in a little drawer in the box. Pop that there for a minute. In a little bag. Let's get it out of the bag. Hopefully. Right. There we go, guys. What do you think of that? I asked for mine in this very nice brown, which is almost FDE. It probably is FDE or Coyote, whichever way you want to look at it. It comes in a range of other colours, and I shall just pop you a picture here so you can have a look what other colours it comes in. But as I say, I liked mine in FDE because I quite like FDE at the moment. It comes in a rather nice ABS and rubber coated sheath. Quite nice. Got a little strap cutter at the end there. Should be trying that out later on. We have a very, very strong nylon belt loop and a little blade sharpener just here, guys, too. Let's get him out and have a look at him. I'll put the sheath over there for one moment. And there's the knife itself. This is one very stylish survival knife. I do like it a great deal. But then again, it is sharp and it cuts stuff, so I'll tell you what we ought to do, guys, first of all, is take a good close look at this. And as you can see, once again, I'm not taking any chances with this blade here. I'm sure it's nice and sharp, and I would rather it didn't chop my fingers up while I'm looking through the viewfinder here. Right then, so as you can see, I would say this is a saber grind. It's not hollow grind at all, look. You can see how the blade comes to a point here. It's a very thick stock. So we've got a Ganzo survival knife here. On top of the blade we have a striker point for your ferro rod. What we've got on the other side of the blade, very carefully here. Uh-oh. Right, let's keep away from the sharp bit. You can see it's got where the fire striker is. You've got the Firebird logo there. I quite like that, actually, the old Firebird logo. And we have the model number just here. Let's move along to the handle. As I say, it's ABS just here with a very nice rubber overlay on it. That's quite nice. I like that. That's really quite grippy too. And you've got some finger choils here. We also have a bit of a sneak up choil on the blade here as well. Get your finger in. If you're not, you know, as long as you're careful with this nice sharp point just there. I have tried these things here because there's one there and there's one here. I've tried these. Shining a torch into them, and I think they do actually glow a little bit, not a great deal. I think you'd have to charge them up for quite some time. Now then, we have a couple of holes here, and obviously you've just seen one at the back end of the handle there, and we've got some jimping just there on top of the handle. A bit more jimping just here. There's no jimping underneath. Just a nicely moulded rubber grip. Then we get to the back end here. You can take this off. This will actually unscrew off, and you can strip the blade from the handle for cleaning, or if you wanted to take the coating off of here as well, if you don't like the black coating. These two holes here actually line up with some little protrusions in the sheath, in the opening of the sheath, and they helped lock it in place, and I will show you that later on. let's take a look at this rather nice sheath. As I say, it's ABS, hard there and rubber coated here. Little bits of ABS sticking out here, there and everywhere. For some reason or another, I don't know why GearBest don't supply the ferro rod. I don't know why that should be. And we have Ganzo just here, and it's very thick and strong nylon here, maybe ballistic nylon, but it's really thick, very strong indeed. And it's screwed into place, as you can see here. Here we have the little, here is the sharpening stone that's screwed onto the back of the sheath. This here is to protect, I would imagine, your clothing or your fingers or whatever from the, because it's quite rough, is this. I don't know if you, I would actually recommend using this. I mean, the screws on mine are actually slightly below the, oh, that one's sticking out a little bit. If you was to catch your blade on there, Jake from Canadian Edge said this as well, if you was to catch your blade on one of these screws, you know, you wouldn't do the edge very much good at all. So as to using this, I'm not sure. If we take a look at the opening of the sheath, you can see these two protrusions here, these little domes. It's the same for the other side. I don't know if we can show you that very well. You can just about make them out there, but there's two each side of the sheath opening, and it is these that engage the two holes in the handle here. There we go. And it will actually go in either way round, so you can carry it right or left-handed, which is quite handy. You can actually see this bit bouncing up and down as it goes through. I can see it. There we go. Try and get you a close-up on that. Push him in. Yeah, there it goes. When you lift it out, look. To the dimensions then, and I measured this myself, not necessarily with this tape here, but with my vernier gauge. Overall length, I measured it at 244 millimeters. The blade length I measured at 112 millimeters. The cutting edge from corner to corner here, 104.2 millimeters. If you was to roll it round on a bench like so, the measurement you get is 112 millimeters round this corner here. The blade itself is 4.6 millimeters thick, and it is made from 8 CR13 MOV stainless. The width on the handle has got a bit of a swell just here. You're looking at 16.8 millimeters, as well as the four little domey pieces inside the sheath just here. It is also held in place with this little bit of Velcro webbing here. So what I'm going to do is just try and get that around the back. There we go. And we'll see just how good the retention is with the little rubber, the little domes themselves. Let's give it a go. Right, let's give it a go then, see what it's like retention wise. It rattles a little bit, as you can hear, but we're giving it a really good shake, and as I say, we haven't got the little Velcro strap on it either. So retention is pretty good. Pretty good. So we have a very nice finish on the sheath and on the handle itself. Nice large handle there. Get my equally large hands on there. Even if you choke up very carefully, because there's a little point here. As you can see, nice grip. You should be able to do some fine work with that. But there are no hot spots or anything here at all that I can feel. Comfortable in the reverse as well, both ways, but yes, definitely comfortable that way. Yes, I like that. That's and of course it's being rubber, you can actually, you know, when you grip it, you can feel it giving way slightly, so you got a nice firm grip. I should imagine. Yeah, that's an interesting point. We ought to try it with wet hands. Right, and so here we have one wet hand. Pass the knife over, get it as wet as possible. I hope you can see the water on there. Let's see if we can get a close up of that for you. Hopefully you can see the water on there. Possibly, hopefully. The hands are definitely wet though, guys. Let's try giving it a push into this bit of wood here. Yep, hands are slipping slightly on it, but yeah, there's a little bit of slip going on there, but I'm able to get quite a bit of pressure. You can see that because there's water running down the blade here, but yeah, I can get a fair amount of pressure on that. Let's not overdo it before it does actually slide down. Just carefully dry it off. There we go. Yes, so it's very comfortable. I like this handle actually. It's very nice. Just the right size for my big hands as well. You've got just the right amount of comfort, grip, and everything. I like that. Okay, so it's comfortable to hold, handle. Very nice indeed. I think we ought to do a few cutting tests. What we'll do first of all, we'll get Bob the Bitzer bag in. We'll do some, minor tasks for it, and then I'll take it down the workshop and we'll do something a little more strenuous with it. Here's Bob, and some paper and some cardboard as well. So we'll just start with this diagram here. See how good the blade is. Oh yeah, that's quite good. Oh, it's just hung up a little bit there, but then this is not the bestest paper in the whole world, to be honest with you, but it's doing a good job. Once you get it going, so this is cheapo paper, this is, but you can do a push cut with it. And the tip too. Right, let's get rid of that. Got some cardboard. Oh, I'll move that out of the way, I think, before we cut it. Cuts cardboard quite nicely, as you can see. Chops that up. Over it goes. Let's get on to several miles of cheapo rope here. Get the blade in there. It's got a nice belly on this blade, as you can see. Right in. Push. Wow, that was really, really easy. Very easy for it. I wonder what it's going to be like with some speaker style cable. Shouldn't have any trouble with this at all, I wouldn't have thought, to be honest with you. I thought so. It's like cutting licorice, to be honest with you. I've got some 32020, 32 strands of 0.02 copper inside some brown insulating here. Hello, haha. Right in. Oh, I need to get more of a blade in there, to be honest with you. Right in. Can't keep hold of it, guys. I've not got enough of a loop, but there we are. We've done it. Should get hold of more of it, I think. As you may very well come across the odd tapeworm out in the wild there, we'll try Trader Joe's mule tape. So thank you very much for this, Joe. Thanks for sending it in. I'm going to need a bigger loop because it's quite a largish blade. There we are. Right in. Get that in there. Shouldn't have any problem with this, I wouldn't have thought. No, it didn't. Blunter blades tend to slip off. It's really funny stuff. Okay. To the chopping block. Right. Let's start with mule the tapeworm this time. Well, this little bit of mule the tapeworm anyway. Blimey, just rolls its way through. Look at that. That's good. Don't get that very often with a mule the tapeworm anyway. So it shouldn't have any trouble with... No, it doesn't. Look. Cheapo rope. What about the... oh yeah. Cable. I wonder if we can... Yep. It should be the same with... Wow. Give the pipe a go. Yeah, sending it about a little bit. There it goes. What about if we, yeah, that definitely sends it about all over the place. Loving it. Right, let's stop that before I chop my fingers off. Right, so the blade is definitely nice and sharp then. And I don't think we've taken the edge off. It still feels nice and sharp on there. So it's a nice bit of material there. As I say, for some reason or other, GearBest don't supply the ferro rod, but luckily I just happen to have one here, guys. This little thing here. So what we'll do is we'll take this down to the workshop with us, and the knife as well, and we'll see what tougher tests we can give it. Right, so here we are in the garage, on the garage floor. As you can see, I've brought some branches in to make it even more authentic out here. Let's get the blade out. We'll try some chopping up this bit of wood here. And it does that quite well, actually. Look at that. So you could very easily fashion yourself a spear from a branch by the looks of it. Right, we're getting to a nice little point here. Could be better, could be a lot worse. What about feather sticks? Oh, definitely, yeah. Make some good feather sticks. Yeah, very much so. Okay, so what about some battening then? So we can batten something with it. Let's have a look. Yep, definitely. Yes, we can definitely do that. Right, what about some fire starting then? Let's get my little ferro rod out. We use this little section here on the blade. Give it a go, see what happens. Finding the sharp edge, of course. Oh yeah, so there's a good chance of fire starting going on there then. So to continue with the fire starting then, what I've got here is some cotton wool and Vaseline mixed together. So bring in the knife again and the little ferro rod. There we go. Look at that. That'll burn quite nicely now. A little bit of smoke coming off it too. Brilliant. So there we go then, guys. It's also a very, very good fire starter too. It's actually marked the back of the blade up here, as you can see. Right then, so I suppose we better. It's still going. Look, it's the Vaseline. It's pretty good for fire starting because it burns for quite some time, as you can see. So it should get your fire started quite nicely. Right, and I think we can go back to the studio now, guys. And here we are, back from our trip to the very wildest part of my garage, at least the wildest part that I could find anyway. Did a very good job of hacking wood up. Pretty good job of starting fires with the help of this little fellow here. You can see the marks it left on the blade here, but we should be able to yeah, wipe that off. So, a very nice blade then, guys. I quite like this a lot actually. It's a particularly nice design survival knife. It's quite strong, well made. Just get the being careful around the edge here obviously, but yeah, it's quite a nice strong knife. It's quite heavy too. I haven't weighed it yet. Let's get these scales out. We'll start in ounces this time. There's the knife by itself, 6 3/4 ounces. Chuck the sheath on as well, and you're looking at 11 7/8, and that was my little ferro rod just fell on the floor. Right, let's move along to grams. All up, you're looking at 336 grams. Just take the sheath off, and the knife by itself is 193 grams. So if you just happen to be looking for a good survival knife, I can recommend this one, guys. It's good quality, well made, very sharp blade, as you can see. You can start fires with it. and I dare say you could use this bit here, the little screw, a little nut on the back end of things to yeah, to hammer with it. So that's quite handy then. You've got a little wilderness hammer there too. So there we go. What do you guys think of the Ganzo G803? I quite like it. I'd have to give it a bit of a thumbs up. I don't know what prolonged use of it would be like, but it seems to be all right from the little bit of use I gave it in the garage there. It seems to be able to take the hassle you give it. You know, battening. Did some battening with it. Hasn't done too much damage. In fact, it's done no damage at all to the back of the blade there. You can wipe the little marks off with your fingers. The little fire starter bit is great for starting fires. We've seen it create some really good sparks there. I'd just like to thank GearBest for sending this in for us to take a look at. Thank you very much, GearBest. Don't forget, guys, you can subscribe to my channel. You can click like, especially if you enjoyed the review. It helps the channel no end. And you can share it with your friends too. Check out my special GearBest link in the descriptive text below. Click on that link, go along to GearBest. You can check this out. I will put you an affiliate link down below if you want to purchase it from that link. That helps the channel. It won't cost you any more, but it helps my channel out with a little bit of a commission that I get, and is a very, very good way of support, helping to support the channel. Don't forget, you can check me out on Patreon too. Thank you. Yes, so I can definitely recommend this little fellow here. Very nice, very sharp, very strong. Comes with this nice strong ABS and rubber coated sheath with a strap cutter there, which I think we better try out. For the second time in this review, here's Mule the tapeworm. Get him in there, hopefully. This is going to be easier said than done. Right, give it a go. Yep, piece of cake. These holes that are in the handle here, I dare say you could, if you wanted to, tie it to a long pole you've got from somewhere and use it as a spear. However, I wouldn't recommend that, because obviously if you're throwing it about like trying to catch fish in a river or something, and you it slips out of your hands, or you lose it, or it's washed away, bang goes your survival knife, guys. The best thing you can really do is to get that there pole and sharpen it good and proper with this blade, keeping your blade on you all the time, and using the stick as a fishing pole or spear or whatever. Because let's face it, there are more sticks and poles and branches out in the wild than there are survival knives. So I wouldn't recommend that. Just keep hold of your knife, guys. Don't forget, you can also keep up with my exploits on Instagram down there. I've been posting some pictures of what I've been up to this afternoon down there, so you can go along and take a look at those. I hope you've enjoyed the review, guys. Was it helpful? Please let me know. Okay, guys, well, thanks for popping over again. I hope you'll pop over again soon, because I've got some other new kit in a box down there waiting to be reviewed. I've got these 3 new San Renmu knives to bring your way at such time as I get a spare moment. This one's quite interesting. This is the first fixed blade knife that I've had from San Renmu. Alright then, guys, I'll catch you here at Rathbone Manor in some time in the near future then. Laters!
Ruff.